Welcome back to Grade 7 Geography, Unit Number 1, Physical Patterns in a Changing World. This is Lesson Number 7, Why is Vegetation Important? Grasslands and forests around the world are shrinking. As a result, there is less soil for farming, and wildlife is harmed due to a lack of vegetation. Unfortunately, it takes negative situations like this to make us realize how important vegetation is. In science class, you are learning about ecosystems. Vegetation affects both the soil and the climate in ecosystems. It affects people and animals' ability to survive in an area. Vegetation has both local and global effects. At the end of today's lesson, you should have a good understanding of the importance of vegetation and why we need to save it. Earth's natural vegetation consists of plants that grow freely without help from people. There are three major natural vegetation regions around the world: forests, grasslands, and deserts. Each region covers about 1/3 of the Earth's total land area. Each region's location depends on the climate and type of soil. So here right off the start is an image of natural vegetation. So all of this grass, trees, shrubbery, it's all growing naturally. Humans are not involved in the creation of these natural grassy areas. Trees can grow below sea level and they can grow high in the mountains. They can grow at different latitudes. For example, boreal forests grow in northern regions while tropical forests grow in the tropics. Yeah, well, duh. Some trees need large quantities of water while others do not. Trees can be coniferous, that means they have needle-shaped leaves, deciduous, meaning they lose their leaves in winter, broadleaf, that means they have broad, flat leaves, or evergreen, meaning they keep their leaves all year. Grasses do not need as much precipitation as trees. They can survive in drier regions. Grasslands include a variety of species of wildflowers and plants, such as sedges and rushes. Grasslands are also home to many animal species. Deserts are extremely dry regions. A desert has a very low precipitation, meaning 250 millimeters of rain or less per year, or a very high rate of water evaporation. Tundra and high mountain vegetation regions have low precipitation and are considered cold desert regions. When we think about the benefits of vegetation, we usually think of two things: producing good soil and maintaining the water cycle. There are, however, 5 other ways that vegetation benefits humans and animals. Vegetation provides oxygen. During the photosynthesis process, plants use energy from the sun to create oxygen. Plants release the oxygen into the environment. Plants take in the carbon dioxide that humans and animals release. By doing this, they help slow climate change. And I know for a fact that you will be reviewing this with Hillary in the not too distant future in science class. Basically, what happens is you have energy from the sun, comes down to Earth. Plants absorb the energy from the sun. It helps them grow, and as they grow, they release oxygen, which we use to breathe. Natural vegetation provides animals with habitats. Habitats provide animals with food, water, shelter, and protection from predators. Vegetation provides humans with a great number of resources. From plants, we get important building materials such as cotton, rubber, and wood. We use these materials to make clothes, furniture, and homes. Many cultures have also learned to use plants to make medicine. Over the centuries, humans have domesticated wild plants for human use. We need plants as a source of food. Plant materials are even being used to make car parts. Vegetation also provides us with sources of recreation. Many people enjoy what is called ecotourism. Ecotourism is tourist activity that has a low impact on the environment. In fact, going on an eco-tour often teaches people how they can better conserve the environment and help the people who live in areas such as tropical rainforests. Going to a local park can also be very relaxing. So here's an example of a group of people going on an eco-tour. So they've got a map with them, which they're using to help them explore the area. And clearly, what they're doing is not harming the environment at all. They're not burning anything, they're not polluting. They're getting out into nature, enjoying the beauty, and they'll probably come back and talk with their friends about why it's important to cut down on things like greenhouse gases. Vegetation also provides a spiritual connection for many people. Many Native people, including the First Nations in Canada, feel a deep connection to the land. First Nations people see themselves as the caretakers of the land and view all life as sacred. They use plants for medicinal and ceremonial purposes. Okay, so here's your wrap-up activity. So when I'm finished talking, you will put the video on pause so you can try out this true or false activity. Please make sure to write your answers down on a separate piece of paper because we will take up this activity at the start of our next class. If you don't feel confident in your ability to complete this activity, it means you need to go back and watch this video at least 2 more times. And then when you're ready, you can give this activity a try. So please put the video on pause right now. All right, and we'll see how well you did tomorrow. But until then, this concludes today's video.